All right, make sure everybody, y'all got y'all phones on mute.
Sorry, sir. Also, if I could, and also as well, all phones off Wi-Fi.
Yeah, nobody else should have the Wi-Fi except for these men. The men who I gave it to, them the only men who should have the Wi-Fi. So if you got the Wi-Fi password, I don't know how you got it, but please get off the Wi-Fi. All right. This is Israelite School of UPK. Let me get this home. We good? We good? Yo. Can y'all hear me?
Come on.
All right, I'm trying to All right, questions, Akim.
Come, I got a question.
All right, let's get it. I'm got a question. Oh, man, well, man. I need another mic, some batteries or something. Give him that. Let me get that mic. All right. Excellent. All right, cool. Ryan got a question. He finna try to make me stumble, ain't it, Bree? That's what you want?
We'll try.
All right, don't sweat. Anybody else got any questions while he looking for us? Who else? Besides, I will, Karyash, y'all got to raise them hands all the way up. You know what I'm saying? So, Karyash, you got a question. I will got a question. Nobody else in the room? Nobody. Okay, excellent. Mariah, you got one? And a warrior? All right, don't sweat. Well, we got questions tonight. Mariah, you got your question? What's your question, Bree?
Come, I got a question on scripture. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 19.
All right, let's take a journey back in time real quick and go when mighty kings of the earth was here. 10 and what?
10 and 19, sir.
10 and 19. Okay. Okay. Let's what's your question about it?
The first part, I need a breakdown on it, like more edification on the scripture. You might read it out loud.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, come, sir. All right, Proverbs chapter 10, verse 19. In the multitude of words, there wanteth not sin.
Read first of all, read from verse read verse 13 actually verse 14. Read from verse 14.
All right, come. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 14. Wise men lay up knowledge.
What?
Wise men lay up knowledge.
Wise men, they lay up knowledge. What does that mean? Who knows? And look, when I'm teaching the class, I need everybody to pay attention. A wise man, what?
Lay up knowledge.
What does it mean for a wise man to lay up knowledge, Ryan?
Meaning he's getting like more understanding. Man, he's like coming to class. He's getting counsel. Get counsel from men above him. He's constantly getting knowledge. He's constantly getting, what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Wisdom. That's true. I don't know.
So is that like when the Bible tells you to meditate on the scriptures?
That's true too. Karyash.
So does it mean like wise men hold knowledge, like they have a lot of understanding?
That's true as well. But you want to think like, you ever lay game? You ever lay some game down? Well, laying up knowledge is like when the wise man, he gonna speak on he gonna speak that knowledge. Meaning, what he coming with is the knowledge of the Lord, right? He gonna lay up the game, basically. Go ahead. What's the next verse? Read.
Come.
Let's get a young man to read out there. You go ahead,
Proverbs 10:14. Wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish.
But the what?
But the mouth of the foolish.
But the mouth of the foolish. Go ahead.
Is near destruction.
Now you understand what that laying up knowledge is. A wise man gonna lace you with game. He gonna lace you with that knowledge. But when a fool speak, what are some things that a fool would say? Give me an example.
All men are created equal.
All men are created equal. You understand? Give me another one, young man in the back.
God loves everybody.
God love everybody. Give me another example out here. Mariah.
There's contradictions in the Bible.
Yeah, goddamn, give him a hand. Here's another one. It's not gay to put it for a man to wear a dress.
Right.
You understand? We all familiar with that one, ain't we?
Come.
Right now, you still got people in the conscious community talking about it's the heads of the conscious community talking about it's not gay or homosexual for a man to wear a dress. That's a fool. The mouth of a fool is near destruction. Read on. Young man, read on, verse 15. Somebody take it up for him. Y'all see he can't get it.
Foolish is near destruction.
What did it say?
Foolish is near destruction.
All right, go ahead, read.
Verse 15. The rich man's wealth is the rich man's wealth is his strong city.
Uh-huh.
The destruction of the poor is their poverty.
Yeah, well, who could break that down? Money is a defense. You remember that scripture where it says money is a defense?
Come.
But at the end of the day, what makes a man rich? And we're talking about wisdom. We're not talking about money. We're talking about wisdom. What makes a man rich? Go ahead. Wisdom. What made King Solomon rich? Wisdom. You understand? So if you rich in knowledge, that's your wealth. That right there, go ahead.
Scripture say, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time.
The wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of your times. Officer Warrior.
Sir. Precept.
Yeah, speak up. Speak up.
Precept. It's a precept because it's been a precept. I see your poverty, but thou art still rich.
I mean, it's plenty of precepts in here. I wouldn't just go straight to that. I would stay on that knowledge. Right now we're talking about knowledge. See what I'm saying? Go ahead. The destruction.
The destruction of the poor is their poverty.
Damn right. Now, if you don't have wisdom, if you poor in wisdom, then that's your poverty. And then, you know what I'm saying? Read next.
16. The labor of the righteous tendeth to life.
The what?
The labor of the righteous tendeth to life.
The labor of the righteous tendeth to life. What does that mean? Karyash.
Salakia, sir, that the work that the righteous put in is like the breath of life into brothers.
What is the breath of life? Go ahead.
The statutes and the commandments.
That's the point.
Go.
The labor of the righteous tendeth to life, meaning we ain't worried about nothing but what's gonna keep our people alive, and that's wise. Go ahead, read.
The fruit of the wicked is sin.
Hold on, no, that's not what it say.
The fruit of the wicked to sin.
Mm-hmm. Next verse.
He is in the way of life that keepeth instruction.
You want to read it like this. He is in the way of life that keepeth instruction. What does that mean? That he walking in the ways of life. Why? Because he can keep the instruction, that wisdom and the knowledge of the Most High gave us. You see what I'm saying? This man walketh in that way. Read.
But he that refuseth reproof.
He that what?
He that refuses approof.
Reproof.
Error.
Yeah. You living in error if can't nobody tell you that you wrong for sinning.
Right.
You living in error when you too proud to realize how much of a sinful bastard that you really are. You understand? And it's sad to say, but if you look at the Israelite School of UBK, we make up what? 1%, if even 1% of the population of all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. So imagine how many of our people who ain't in here, the lifestyle that they live in. Every time you battle everybody all day, you can come up against America, the white man, or whatever. Wicked Negroes are always going to hate when you tell them that they live in the light. Oh, so what, you perfect? You know, I walk in the way of righteousness. You understand?
Right.
That's the point.
Right.
So, what's the next one? Read.
He that hideth hatred with his lips, and
Where you get that from?
he that hideth hatred with he that hideth hatred with with lying lips.
All right, read it again, strong.
He that hideth hatred with lying lips.
He that hideth hatred with lying lips. What is that? Come on, y'all, give me an example. What is that? A brother.
Someone that's in your face, but all the time he got hatred. He think he feel ill about you, but he laughing and talking in your face.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody who really gonna sit in your face and act like it ain't no problem and hide the hatred that he got in you by saying, oh man, it's all brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? We all good. You understand? And what that type of person do? Read the next line.
And he that uttereth a slander is
He that what?
he that uttereth a slander.
So this person who hide the hatred with their lying lips also gonna do what? Talk behind your back. That's AKA a faggot. Excuse my French. You are homosexual if that's what you're doing.
Right.
You wanna know why? Because you a coward. You too coward enough to look your brother in his eye and say, hey, let me talk to you real quick if I could. If I could. You're a coward. Instead, you're gonna hate this man in your heart, but say, oh, come on. No sweat, it ain't no problem. That right there is a coward. And it's against wisdom. It's against the laws and the instruction that the Lord gave us. So like I told y'all before, if you ever have an art with me, pull me to the side up. Straight up. I don't give a damn. I'm captain the bar. I could be general the bar. Who gives a damn? If you got an art against me, you pull me to the side and talk to me. Don't look at me in my face and hate me really and then lie with your lips. And then go behind my back and say, hey man, Captain the Bar, man, he blah, 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 blah. Don't do that. That's not what we do in the Israelite School EBK.
Right.
Men gonna make mistakes out. You understand? Brothers are going to offend you. I'm just telling you right now, if you thought that the ISUBK was a place where, we don't offend each other, then you're a fool.
Right.
We gonna offend each other because you can offend a brother without even knowing that you offended a brother. Go ahead.
Peter said, how often shall I forgive my brother? How
often shall I forgive my brother? You know what that means? That brothers who was walking with Christ was offending each other. You understand? And was getting tired of it. Like, hold on, wait, this nigga Bartholomew keep taking all my chicken. What's up with this, man? Well, he mean to do it. He came to you and blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? If that man apologized, you need to take heed to your brother's apology. Forgiveness is gonna make this army strong as ever. And you teach your brother once you bring him to the side how not to offend you. And if you bring him to the side and he hear you, he'll know I need to love my brother like I love myself more.
Right.
You take a brother to counsel, he'll learn that the hard way. Oh, I definitely need to love my brother like I love myself. Why? I'll tell you why. Because that kind of stuff was happening before the split. It was happening before the split. Brothers are not practicing being brothers with each other the right way. And look, now that it's under Commander General Yohana, it is not allowed in here for us to do that kind of stuff. You understand? So, especially as a high-ranking man, or any man who holds 1,000 is a high office in the Israelite School UPK. Officer of 50 is a high office in the Israelite School UPK. The trooper program used to be for a very long time. Y'all understand? You used to be in the trooper program for a long ass time before you was ever raised up as an officer. And these things you will learn before you become an officer. Nevertheless, it's the spirit of a fool. You understand? We got to not be foolish in the Israelite School UPK. Because everybody will be foolish. Because it's easy to be a coward. How easy is it to run away from your problems? It's very easy. And a brother would never know he offended you. I mean, you got some brothers who know that they offend you, and you let them get away with it. Don't do that either. ISUBK. No cowards, no excuses.
That's right.
That's what set us apart. We don't. Yeah, give it up. Give the Lord a hand. course, these are lessons that Captain DeBar learned his own. I learned them the hard way. It seems like I can never not learn the lesson the hard way. But nevertheless, I learned them. You understand? So we just really got to just, step it up. We in Israelite School EPK, we men of valor, men of integrity, men of respect, and brotherhood. You understand? So let's, of course, I'm not talking about any of y'all, but for anybody out there listening, and if there's any questions online too, Lamont, let me know. You understand? So we got to set the example. We got to set that precedent that the Lord wants us to show the earth. That's all. Read the next line.
19. In the multitude.
Oh, wait. The next line.
Is a fool.
Is it what?
Is a fool.
We can't be foolish in here. Read.
In the multitude of words.
In the what?
In the multitude of words.
In the multitude of words. What that mean? Raise your hand. Not you, Ron. Young man behind Officer Ron. What's that mean?
In all the words you can possibly say.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Talk too damn much.
Talk, yeah. But sometimes you got to talk. You understand? Read.
He that hideth, in the multitude of words, there wanteth not sin.
There what?
There wanteth not sin.
Okay, go ahead.
But he that refraineth his lips is wise.
Now, what does this scripture mean?
It's like,
I know you know, Brian. Let's let these young men learn the lessons that we learned as a young man. Go ahead.
Shut your mouth and open up your ears.
That's the point. Give him a hand. Why? Read.
The tongue.
The what?
The tongue.
The what?
The tongue.
Go ahead.
Of the just.
Uh-huh.
Is a choice silver.
Is it what?
A choice silver.
What does that mean? Go ahead, Brian.
I mean that your words for being righteous is valuable.
That's the point. You understand? Your silver or your money is valuable to you, right? That's how the words that come up out of your mouth should be. Spend them wisely. Spend your words very wisely. The same way you would spend your money wisely. You're not about to go out here and buy no horse, will you?
Right.
But you will go out here and buy a jacket for your brother if he needs it, won't you?
Right.
That's the point. Spend your money wisely. Don't waste your words. Spend it wisely. Otherwise, shut your damn mouth. And that's wise. It's wise to not talk so damn much. And that's what separates you from everybody else in the world. Imagine this. Matter of fact, you don't even have to imagine it. How many times have we been out? And just as a unit, all of us, we'd have been out, probably hit like a bar or something when they got some food or something, or blah, 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 blah. How many times? Not the young men, of course. Y'all now putting y'all mark in the school, but you brothers, we've been to how many events where everybody got to damn talk. Everybody's talking. And because we're not, you know what they consider us, right? Wise and disciplined. Remember that Black Love event we went to that time? You remember?
Go.
Yeah, they even said it out their mouth. They look like they are very wise men. Well, how do you look like a wise man? Shut your mouth. Don't talk out of turn. And when you do talk, show respect in turn. And when you speak, let it be the laws of the Lord. Let that ride off your tongue. What's more precious than the laws of the Lord? Nothing on this earth. You understand? So, yeah, read.
The heart.
The what?
The heart.
What is your heart, young man? What's your heart? Yeah, what's your
Brain.
your brain, your mind. That's what your heart is. Your mind. In the UPK, y'all ever sitting up here teaching the class, you wanna break these words down into things that stumble Christians. They think your heart is talking about here and how you feel. But first you got to get the foundation of the understanding of the word love. You understand? Love is deeds. Now you associate the word love with the heart shape, which really is a butt. You understand? A woman's hind parts, and that's what they give you. They propaganda machine is working every day, and it's sending you love means the heart symbol, which means how you feel, and that has nothing to do with love. When the scriptures say that love is to acknowledge the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. You understand? Love not in tongue, and love not in word, but in deed. So this heart is something that can love. It's also something that can hate. You understand? So it says the heart, read,
The heart of the wicked,
of the righteous,
of the wicked,
of the brother,
of the wicked,
of the wicked, not of the just, but of the wicked. Go ahead.
is little worth.
Is what?
Little worth.
Meaning you don't know a damn thing. Well, nobody wants to hear what you're thinking. It's not worth nothing. Why would I want to hear what a wicked man got to say? Because everything that come out of his mouth, I'm gonna be like, that ain't a fool.
Right.
And I'm not gonna say it because help me out, young man.
Wise.
Because I'm wise. Give him a hand. I'm not gonna say it because I'm wise. But in my mind, I'm gonna say, this nigga fool. All he talk about is what? Stupidity, man. Don't he know that the white man killing us down the street? Why he talking about beefing with another black man?
Right.
Don't he know that it's hundreds of thousands of abortions every year? What he talking about strippers for? What he talking about having sex with women and throwing them away? That's what he talking about? He talking about money over everything? Are you a fool? In my mind, that's what I'm thinking, because his words ain't worth a damn thing. Any more questions? Ryan, you good on this? You solid?
Come on, cousin.
All right, most
But
high
it's like,
Christ.
no,
Go ahead.
the part where it says wanted not sin. I need to break that down.
Wanted not sin?
Yeah, that part.
In the multitude of words, they're wanted not sin. Meaning you don't mean to sin every time you speak, but you just talk too much. Which is why wise men don't speak. They don't speak unless it's something that's gonna be dynamic. I take it how I see the generals move. They don't speak much. Everybody got to see that example, right? They don't speak much. And when they do speak, it's something dynamic coming up out of their mouth every single time. Every single time, dynamic words are coming out of their mouth, but they don't have to speak all the time. You understand? That's the breakdown on that, all right? Don't sweat it. Most High Christ.
If I could,
Go ahead.
I was sitting down with Jeremiah and Commander Hunter. I was sitting down, shutting my mouth. I ain't saying a damn thing. I was listening to what they was talking about.
Damn right.
Every time they speak, they just some heavy ass shit.
Every time. Every time. And that's what they're going to do. And that's the example that we got to follow. Great men like that who don't talk so damn much. You understand? So, if I could somebody see me real quick again? You know what I'm saying? Next question. Hold on 1 second. I saw the one. What's up? Something online?
Going to come.
All right, let's get the question online. Then, hold on. Matter of fact, let me get your question in hand. Then we'll get the question online. Go ahead, I'll
Con, sir, I got a question in 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse 24.
2nd Esdras 9 and 24. Get there. It'll be wise to get you a 1611 King James version of the Bible. You understand? I don't know what you would do if you lost your phone. You know what I'm saying? What would you do? 2nd Esdras 9. Hold on. 9 and what?
24.
9 and 24. All right, what's the question about this?
Con, sir, I wanted to know, because this was Ezra's last fast, and I was wondering, was it a specific reason why the angel told him to eat the herbs instead of just not eating anything at all?
All right, read it.
Con.
You say your question is what?
Was it a specific reason why the angel told Ezra during his last fast to eat flowers, to eat herbs? Because the previous fast, he didn't eat anything, but the last fast, he told him to eat herbs.
Is there a reason why?
Yeah.
Let's read it. And your question is in what? Verse what?
24.
24. So let's read verse 22.
Come on.
Go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 22. Let the multitude perish then.
First, let's go to 21.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 21. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people.
Go ahead.
Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
So what do you realize off the rip? Are we talking about actual grapes?
No, not sir.
Are we talking about actual plants?
Not sir.
All right. What are we talking about?
Slay, sir. And it was a metaphor for Israel before this.
Yeah. All right. Let's wait. Go ahead.
Come on, verse 23.
Go ahead.
Nevertheless, if thou wilt cease yet 7 days more, but thou shalt not fast in them.
Go ahead.
Verse 24. But go into a field of flowers, where no house is builded.
What does that mean?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Sir.
Go into it. I want you to tell me what you think it means. Go into a field of flowers where no house is builded. Go ahead.
A vacant lot.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. Go into a read the rest.
Come on. And eat only the flowers of the field. Taste no flesh. Drink no wine. But eat flowers only.
Now read verse 25.
Verse 25. And pray unto the highest continually. Then will I come and talk with thee.
Let me see where is this. The answer is right. Read verse 20. Verse 29.
Verse 29. O Lord, thou that showest thyself unto us.
What?
Thou that showest thyself unto us.
Go ahead.
Thou wast shewed unto our fathers in the wilderness.
In the what?
In the wilderness.
In the what?
In the wilderness.
Go ahead.
In a place where no man treadeth.
Now you understand what that meant?
So that was a metaphor for the wilderness.
Yeah, it was. Read.
Come on. It's like in a place where no man treadeth. In a barren place. When they came out of Egypt.
Now you understand?
Come on.
It wasn't literal. The same way the plants weren't literal, same way the flowers wasn't literal, even the field of flowers wasn't literal. It was talking about how the Lord brought us up out of Egypt.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Any more questions in the room? Karyash.
Sir, I wanted
Excuse me, Officer Karyash. A lot.
sir, if I could, for Zephaniah 3:1-4, I want to know if this is talking about Israel or America.
Hold on one second. I want to get through y'all questions because I know Captain Malquad probably going to come out here with a topic. What you say? Zephaniah?
Zephaniah 3:1-4.
All right, is he talking about what?
America or Israel?
Let's read it. Let's go. Quickly.
There's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to her.
Destruction to her. Go ahead.
That is filthy and polluted to the oppressing city.
It's talking about Jerusalem sin. But go ahead.
Verse 2. She obeyed not the voice.
Oh, the voice. What the voice? Go ahead.
So like, so it's talking about the Lord and His commandments.
Go ahead. Read.
She received not correction.
Go ahead.
She trusted not in the Lord.
She what?
She trusted not in the Lord.
Now, how could you know that this is talking about Israel? Go ahead, Warrior.
Because it says she trusted not in the voice, and the only people that the Lord
Precept. Go ahead.
When it says in Psalms that I've shown my word unto Jacob.
Whatever.
And my statutes and my commandments.
That's a good precept, but it's another one in Deuteronomy. I don't want to tell you exactly where it's at. All right, fine, for time's sake. Deuteronomy 14:2. What does that say? As a matter of fact, how about this one? I have dealt so with. Go ahead, Warrior.
Like I said, Amos 3:1. I mean 3:2.
What does that say?
Amos 3:2 says, Amos chapter 3, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
You only have I known all the families of the earth.
There you go. That's
Therefore,
it. That's all you need. That's all you need. Read on.
Con. She obeyed not the voice.
Uh-huh.
She received not correction.
Uh-huh.
She trusted not in the Lord.
Uh-huh.
She drew not near to her power.
Uh-huh.
Verse 3. Her princes,
Her what?
her princes
Go ahead.
within her are roaring lions.
Good night. Read verse 4.
Con. Her prophets
Her
are
what?
Her prophets
Okay, go ahead.
are light and treacherous persons.
Uh-huh.
So it's like
We have to keep going. I'm just taking you spots where you'll know it's talking about Israel. This is Israel.
Come on, sir.
Go ahead, go ahead.
This is another thing I want to break it down. If this is Israel, what the verse 4 mean?
Okay, read verse 4.
Con.
Her prophets, and you just started. Her prophets are light and treacherous persons. You want to know what that means? Okay, what else do you want to know?
I mean, like counsel. Yeah, I do want to know what that means.
All right, no sweat. You ever heard when the scripture say, "Give not yourself over to a light woman"?
Come on, sir.
You featherweight. You understand?
Come on, sir.
You easy. You know what I mean? You can be bribed. And treachery is what comes after bribery, y'all. You understand? All right. What else to say? Her priests have polluted the sanctuary. They have done violence to the law. What does that mean? What is it? If the priests have done have polluted the sanctuary, they're allowing things to happen. You understand? That's against the law in the sanctuary. That's all. Next question. What's the question online?
Question online is coming from Edomite Slayer 144.
Edomite who?
Edomite Slayer
Oh, I was about to
144.
say Edomite slave. Most time, right? All right, go ahead.
He asked, can I get a breakdown on Luke 2 and 36?
You most definitely can. Luke what?
2 and 36.
2 and 36. All right.
All right, Captain.
All right, go ahead.
In the book of Luke, chapter 2, verse 36. And there was one, Anna, a prophetess,
Okay.
the daughter.
Stop. When they say a prophetess, what does that mean? Zaquan, I know you know. What does that mean? When they say Anna, there was one Anna, a prophetess, what does that mean?
It's talking about, like, prophetess. In this form, where it's like saying that, she's trying to lead her own church or whatnot,
No. Rob.
She like the mother in the school. Like she take care of brothers.
Mm.
Meaning like she's the light. Okay, prophetess mean the light or something.
There's a scripture. There's a precept to this. Go on.
A prophetess.
Hold on, stop.
I got it right this time. You don't get it right, try again, huh?
From this time forth and forevermore.
All right. Where we at with it?
Brother wanted a breakdown on Luke chapter 2 and 36.
Okay, Luke 2, 36. No sweat.
Most likely probably want to know.
Yeah. What's his question on this?
His question is, can I get a break? Actually, sir, he doesn't have a question. He just wanted a general breakdown.
Okay. All right, let's read Luke 2 and 36.
Come.
All right, no sweat.
This book.
Start.
Oh, bear with me. Let me get that with you.
Come on, sir.
Okay.
In the book of Luke, chapter 2, verse 36.
Uh-huh.
And there was one, Anna, a prophetess, the daughter of Phanuel, of the tribe of Asher.
Phanuel,
Phanuel,
Slakia. Uh-huh.
Of the tribe of Asher.
Of the tribe of who?
Asher.
Right. Now, y'all understand this is, what I'm saying, during the time when Christ on the scene or whatever, and he's saying the tribe of Asher, right? You understand? It's to show you that them tribes, even though they was cast out, during the time, went to the Assyrian Empire, you still had different tribes living in the land. You understand? It's dumb and stupid to think that every last Asherite, you understand, or Issacharite, you know what I'm saying, wasn't around in Jerusalem during the time when Christ, you know what I'm saying, was on the scene. That's dumb to think that. You understand? When they speak of the Jews and the Benjamites being around, when Christ was on the scene, it's talking about the bulk. You understand? The bulk of the people was Judites and Benjamites. You understand? Because you always going to have, even when you got the bulk, and say in the Issacharite neighborhood, you might have a Judite living somewhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of Judites, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason, they like to hang with Issacharites. You get my point? Go ahead, Zaquan.
It's sort of like the majority and
That's
the minority.
that's the point. That's what the point of the whole matter. Go ahead, keep reading.
Khan of the tribe of Asher.
Mm-hmm.
She was of a great age
Mm-hmm.
and had lived with an husband 7 years from her virginity.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 37. And she was a widow of about 4
So like where's his question at?
I believe his question wants to know probably about the virgin. The virgin.
Okay, well, what verse is his question at? Come on.
It's 36.
Okay, we just read 36. What's his question about 36?
Sorry, so if I could, he just commented. He said he wants to know what does that virginity mean a woman is? Does that virginity means a woman's period?
Okay, who can answer that? What is a virgin? A warrior.
Khan, sir. Yes, that's what it means. Since from the time she came on her period, 7 years after that is when she was. So that's what he
Wait, his question is what now?
His question is does that virginity means a woman's period?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Oh, in this particular verse right here, read it again.
Khan. And there was one Anna prophetess,
Mm-hmm.
the daughter of Phanuel of the tribe of Asher.
Mm-hmm.
She was of a great age.
She was of a what?
Of a great age.
So this ain't no young woman here. Okay, this is a woman of a great age. Everybody just see that, right? So I'm sure a woman of a great age, this ain't talking about no period.
Right.
Not of no great age. Everybody understand that? Read.
Of the tribe of Asher. She was of a great age
Mm-hmm.
and had lived with an husband 7 years from her virginity.
Had lived with a what?
7 years from her virginity.
Okay, so you understand. Not only is this a woman of a great age, she didn't been with a man and all. You understand? So when it says she have lived with a husband 7 years from her virginity, what does that part mean right there? The young man.
Khan, sir. Does that mean that she lived with her husband? I'm looking at the next verse also. She lived with her husband.
Mm-hmm.
Virginity maybe 7 years after she was
Okay,
married.
this is what we first got to understand. What does virginity mean? What is a virgin?
She a woman.
Go ahead.
A woman of marriageable age.
Get the brother a hand. That's key. You understand? Because Christians teach that a virgin is a woman who never had sex. That's not true. You understand? So to understand this verse, you got to first understand that it's a woman of marriageable age. You understand? All right. So go ahead, break it down.
So she was with her husband for 7. She lived with her husband for 7 years after she reached marriageable age.
Get a brother a hand. That's all that it means. You understand? Go ahead. Go ahead, Aram.
So when, in 36 you would say she was a prophetess.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what you mean she was a prophet?
Hey, no sweat. Let's get that. I'm glad you asked that question because a lot of women, you know what I'm saying, be battling y'all brothers on Facebook because they read this scripture right here and say, oh yeah, see, it is prophetess women. Let me get my headpiece and go ahead and battle Officer Ryan, you know what I'm saying, and go ahead and cut him up. And she gonna try to cut him. And she gonna cut you. I mean,
No.
You sure? I done seen a few of y'all get cut by these prophetess. I ain't gonna say no name. You know what I'm saying? I was like, should I step in? I ain't gonna do it. No, I'm only joking now. But okay, what is a prophetess? Go ahead.
Prophetess is like a woman that's like being a mother in the school, like a mother, like Big Mama.
No, not in this sense here. You understand? First of all, the ESS on the end of that is a what? You got a prophet and a prophetess. What is that? You understand? Like we say black and blackish. What is the ESS on the end of the prophet? Go ahead.
Yeah, that you said ESH.
The ESS, prophetess.
ESS. That's
Right.
like an assistant towards a prophet.
Which what is a what? Suffix, right?
Come to come.
That's, you got to bring that out. You know what I'm saying? What is a suffix? Young man.
Root words at the end of a root word
That's the point. You that what? Give me more.
that emphasize and stress a certain feeling.
Right, you right. Y'all done?
Is this talking like about similarities or?
Right, something like. You understand? That's why we always use the term, you know what I'm saying, black and blackish. You understand? Meaning there's something, remember how we always do the breakdown, something like black, but not quite. You get my point? Where this is a prophetess. It ain't, she don't got the same job as a prophet, but a woman, a prophetess is something like a prophet, but she's not a prophet. She ain't standing out there on the corners, you know what I'm saying, with no boots. You understand? Garmented up, talking about, give me Samuel 2 and 10. Read it when you're ready. You get my point? Like, she ain't doing that. This ain't the school for that. I seen a picture or a video. One of the brothers sent me, what camp was that? Where they had the women on posts. You understand? The real talk. Like where they had the women straight up, arms behind their back, like this on posts. I said, good night. And they wonder why we say this is the one body on straight up posts. Like, what fake group is Sakari? That's what it was. Oh yeah, for all y'all that love Sakari out there, they be having women on posts. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, they got Africans in that group as well. So.
Africans, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I guess the cat who running it, he's a general guerrilla Hebrew or whatever. That's the, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, let me stop.
Self-proclaimed.
Right, self-proclaimed. You know what I'm saying? But so what is a prophetess? Let's get into it. Let's break this down real quick because we got camp coming up this week, so we got to go over what we're gonna be going into in camp. On camp day. Go ahead, Kwan.
A prophetess is nothing but a woman who's an Israelite who learned.
Give him the mic. With a mic. With a mic. Let's get the mic in rotation. So, all right, come on, let's go.
A prophetess is nothing but a woman who's an Israelite that received prophecies from the Lord, and then she gives it to a prophet of the Lord, and he displays it out to the people. Just like Deborah in the book of Judges.
Get it, brother, a hand. You understand? Give me the scripture where the Lord said he would send a vision. He gonna send a vision to men and women. Give me you already got the precept. Yeah, a prophetess, Akim. The Lord can work through men and women, Israelite women. You understand? A prophetess is a sister in whom the Lord will communicate with. You know what I'm saying? As far as what He may want done, but she ain't sitting teaching no class. She ain't sitting, you know what I'm saying, on the podium when you go to Nehemiah. Remember now, Nehemiah bought the pulpit of wood. Those was nothing but men standing to the left and the right. So she ain't standing up holding camp or none of that. The Lord can work through women. You understand? He may send a sister a vision, which in turns, what the brother just brought out, through the scriptures, a woman will take that prophecy and take it to a man of the Lord. You understand? And in turn, that man will then go turn around and teach the people what, you know what I'm saying, what the Lord want done. But a woman is not to be in a position of authority. Yeah, everybody understand. That is not what the Lord, you understand, called her to do. And I got the cut for it. First I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, have him pull what he got, then I'm gonna get the cut to show a woman ain't supposed to be sitting over no goddamn men teaching nobody nothing. Get them precepts ready. All right? Go ahead, tell everybody where you at.
Acts chapter 2 and verse 17.
All right, let's get, hold on, let me just flip that with you. You got to grab him. You all right, read what you got.
And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Lord, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh.
I will what?
I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh.
Everybody understand. Read it from the top one more time.
And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Most High, I will pour out of my spirit upon all.
Read that again.
I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh.
What does that mean right there?
It's like, sir, like the Lord giving the truth to the nation of Israel.
Give me more though. You know what I'm saying? You got to, the Lord pouring His Spirit upon all flesh. You got to give me more, because a Christian will say, see, that's talking about everybody. You understand? But what is it what the Lord poured his Spirit out? Go ahead.
So does that mean He gonna wake up more Israelites?
Of course. You know what I'm saying? But what is the Lord's Spirit? You got to give examples, you know what I'm saying, what the Lord's Spirit is. Go ahead.
The law, statutes, commandments.
The law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? The last days, the Lord is going to pour out His Spirit upon all flesh. You understand? Men and women, talking about the men and women in the truth. You understand? The men and women you see keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. And not just keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, but the men and women that have the understanding of the records of the Bible. There's a lot of us that think that we got the understanding, but we don't have the understanding. Read.
And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy.
Shall what?
Shall prophesy.
What does that mean? Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Oh, they cut. They cut. They cut. You captain over these men, aren't you? They cut out. They ain't even want it. They was like they had that chicken wing again. You know what I'm saying? No, don't raise your hand now, high, Zaquan. You just had the chicken wing. I'm talking about you, Zaquan. Now you all he held high with that. Go ahead, Zaquan.
Like I said, like the prophesy meaning, like teach the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Break down the prophecies that's in the Bible.
But it said the men and the women, so you got to decipher. If you out there teaching, you know what I'm saying, a sister gonna look at you like, see, I could teach. Break it down. Ain't no sweat. All right, well on.
It's like, sir, meaning men and women receive the prophecies of the Lord.
You right, but give me more. Kawana.
It's just like what we said earlier about a prophetess. She get a prophet from the Lord, she relays it to the man that's above her.
That's the point. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, you know what I'm saying? Men and women can prophesy, right? The difference is the men, the ones that go to teach it, the sister relays the message. That's all. But the Lord can send a prophet. He can send, you know what I'm saying, a prophecy, you know what I'm saying, to a woman or a man. That's all. We just had, it's just different jobs, you know what I'm saying, as far as the work of the Lord, all right? A warrior.
Like I say, have more clarification on the next line.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I read.
And your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams.
Everybody understand? You understand? Okay. Read that part again.
God, sir. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams.
What does that mean? What does it sound like it mean, Aram?
The young men seeing visions, it sound like they're daydreaming.
You said it sound like they're daydreaming. Just think about all the prophets, you know what I'm saying, that's in the Bible. John the Revelator, he's seen visions. Right. You get my point? There's many men, you know what I'm saying, in the Israelite school of UPK that then had dreams about the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Or then had dreams about what the Lord wants done. One of them being Ariah having a literal dream about the 12 tribe chart. I ain't running from that. You know what I'm saying? Why would I run from that when in the scriptures right here say that the Lord gonna send visions and dreams to men? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever the Lord say gonna happen, gonna happen. You can't run from what, you know what I'm saying? You can't run from that. You get my point? Go ahead, Ron.
So the dreams, so basically the young man having dreams and the old man the young man having vision, the old man having dreams, it's basically the same thing.
Same thing. You get my point? The bar.
Is it kind of like how when you used to tell us we was in the damn library, it used to be like, all right, hold your post.
Damn right.
Because we ain't going to be in this library for too long.
Damn right.
The floodgates going to be open. That's your vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like when they say the old men are dream dreams.
Right.
Like, you get men who was like the seven heads, like you said, they saw something that they pursued, and then now it blew up into this.
Yeah, and don't even think that, because a lot of times it's just That's just a man's ambition of what he think gonna happen in the Lord. But I'm talking about men having literal dreams. You know what I'm saying? About something that the Lord won't done, or about something that's gonna happen. But if I could, I normally don't like to share things about myself. But before I even knew what an Israelite was or being in the truth was, I used to have dreams about teaching in the classroom. You understand? And I ain't never taught in the classroom nowhere. You understand? And I used to believe, I used to think that was a vision the Lord sending me, that I was going to be in Esau's world, teaching his school and teaching his curriculum, which I tried to get in that and bump my head every time that I tried. It wasn't until I came into the Israelite school of UPK that I understood that those dreams I used to have on a constant basis of teaching, now I'm sitting here, I'm doing it. You get my point? That's a vision and a dream from the Lord. You understand? Which many of us didn't have before, you know, whether we understood them or not. All right, where we at with it? Go ahead, Squan.
Like, how would you know, and like, how could you decipher between just like having like a regular dream, or if it's something that came from the Lord?
How would you do that, Aki? If you had a dream and you didn't understand the dream, what are you supposed to do? Y'all done.
Go get counsel from the Lord.
That's the point. You know what I'm saying? There's men in here that got different gifts. Some men's gifts is to come into school and mop it and make sure ain't no dust on nowhere on the wall. Some men's gifts is to go out and be natural teachers on the microphone. You understand? And if I could, I got to big up Lamakiala, man. This brother here, you know what I'm saying? Every time he grabbed that microphone of late, man, this brother is a stewardess on that microphone. You understand? So that's via that's one of my creations right there. You get my point? Mock clowns on that mic, and so for few of you other brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get on that mic and do y'all thing. So many different brothers got many different gifts and talents. Some different brothers' gifts may be to be able to interpret dreams. Matter of fact, that's a precept. Give me that precept. You got it?
So I got the precept for you on actually knowing if a prophet, if a prophecy is true or not.
Give me that.
Go. This is on Deuteronomy.
So just to let everybody know and understand that the Lord can send visions to women as well. You understand? He can send dreams to which he does. That woman is to take that dream that she got and take it to a man of the Lord, and the Lord to listen. The man of the Lord to say, that right there is a vision. That's something from the Lord right there. Or he might say that's just trained thoughts going through your head. You understand? All right, where we at? Tell everybody where you at, Kawan.
Con. We in the book of Deuteronomy. We in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 22.
We gotta we gotta get used to that mic. Deuteronomy what?
18 and verse 22.
Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 22. When a prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which the Lord hath not spoken. But the prophet hath spoken it presumptuously. Thou shalt not be afraid of him.
Everybody understand that? Meaning that if what a prophet, you know a prophet by what he say if it come to pass. You understand? If he's not a prophet, he gonna say things and it's not gonna come to pass. Like Martin Luther King said, he had a dream that one day we was gonna all be hand in hand with the so-called white man, and he had his dream and vision was one day we was gonna be part of America, right? And in 2019, we can see that blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians are clearly not accepted in America. You get my point? So that we know that he was not a prophet of God. You understand? All right, but that ain't the one I want. It's a better precept than that. Go ahead, Abdullah. You got it.
Like, sir, book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 15.
All right, let me see if you have what I need. Genesis 41 and 15. Read.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 15. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have dreamed a dream, and there is none that can interpret it. And I have heard say of thee, that thou canst understand a dream to interpret it.
Mm-hmm.
And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, It is not in me.
Mm-hmm.
God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace.
You understand? You understand that, right?
Okay.
Joseph had the gift to interpret the dream, but how was he able to interpret dreams? Go ahead.
The Spirit of the Lord.
Do the Spirit of the Lord. You understand? Whatever gift that you may have is not of your own. You understand? It comes from the Most High, whatever it may be. You understand? That's why you always should thank the Lord in everything that you do and whatever ability that you may have. But this still ain't the precept that I wanted. One more time. If not, I ain't gonna worry about it. I'll find it another time. You got it? All right, where we at?
Ecclesiastes chapter 34.
I can make sure y'all write these Ecclesiasticus, you said. Make sure y'all writing these precepts down, Aki. Don't have us going through all these precepts and you sitting there and ain't writing them down. You said Ecclesiasticus 34. All right, read that.
The hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false. And dreams lift up fools.
And what?
And dreams lift up fools.
Go ahead, Mapatazai. Ecclesiasticus 34:1.
In the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus.
Read.
Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth a shadow and followeth after the wind.
Read verse 1.
The hopes of a man void of understanding and vain and false, and dreams lift up fools.
What does that mean? Dreams lift up fools. Kawan.
It means like as if a regular brother happens to have a dream, and now he's saying, I used to be King Solomon. I used to be Joseph. I used to be this and that.
Yeah, meaning, okay, you're right, but meaning every dream that you have ain't from the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't believe that just every dream that you have. You know, a lot of you brothers, like I bring out all the time, and had dreams about a girl that you just seen in school or at your work, at your job every day. And you had a dream that you was with her and kissed her and all in the mouth. Some of you didn't had wet dreams, all in the bed. And everything else. And then you wake up and say, that's supposed to be my girlfriend. Right? Then you go, you believe that's a prophecy. You go to school, ask the girl out, she tell you, get out of my face. And I don't like you. You ugly to me. And now you sit there wondering what the hell is going on. You get my point? Every dream is not of the Lord. But this still ain't the precept I want. It's a precept where it basically tell you that if you want your dream interpreted, take it to a man of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't the one. But for time's sake, let's go to in Revelations where Christ said he hateth the woman who calleth herself a prophetess, who goes out and teach. Yeah, let's get that. You know what I'm saying, in Revelations. For all those people who said Christ never said he hate anything, that's a lie. One thing Christ does hate is a woman thinking that she's a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Thinking she putting herself in a position to be over men. Okay, that don't happen here in the Israelite School of UBK. Y'all stay in them fake ass camps and let them women teach whatever the hell they want to teach to whoever they want to teach it to. Up in here, women gonna learn how to teach biscuits from scratch. I mean, I said teach biscuits from scratch. Cook biscuits from scratch. You understand? They gonna come in here and wear dresses, and they gonna come in here and be great helpmates to the men, you know what I'm saying, to the work of the Lord. And if a woman get a prophecy, she gonna bring it to her husband. If she don't have a husband, she gonna bring it to a priest, and we gonna move on from there. Everybody understand? All right, go ahead, Mapatazai.
I was just gonna say you weren't wrong. You know, if she know how to cook, she is good for to teach another woman how to, make business from scratch too.
Man, listen, women don't understand, you know what I'm saying, but they better understand. Making food from scratch, you know what I'm saying, it just does something to a man. You could make artificial food, you know what I'm saying, but when a man see you go in there and make it from scratch, it's like, a woman wearing her natural hair. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's something about, you could, makeup is cool, but it's something about natural beauty. You know what I'm saying? It's something about taking that biscuit and making it, you know what I'm saying, from nothing. You get my point? It's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, boy.
Like I said, there's a difference between cooking and preparing.
That's the point. You know what I'm saying? And these new age sisters, some of them, they slamming microwave dinners, you know what I'm saying, in there for you and saying they giving you what's the name of the microwave deal? Hungry
Man.
Hungry Man. They think they did something. They took a hungry man, slapped it in the microwave and served you and thinking they doing something. Now, if you a man and you taking a hungry man every night for dinner, the Lord be with you out there.
Salaki, you gotta make me want a hungry man,
A hungry man is good,
but not every night.
Right, no, not every night. You know what I'm saying? You can look at me and see, I ain't eating no hungry man every night. I'm eating good. Salaki, you know what I'm saying? Where we at with it though?
Revelations chapter 2, verse 20.
All right, let's get it.
Now, withstanding, I have a few things against thee.
This is Revelations 2 and what?
2 and 20, sir.
Okay. Now this is y'all see all this written in red right here. You know what I'm saying? So this is Christ handing out check-ins. We like to, in the Israelite school of UPK. Oh, this mic ain't working now.
Gotta press the button.
Oh, the battery.
This one full.
Y'all got to charge. Y'all got to make sure these mics is charged up.
It's the battery. It's the new battery.
Oh, we need another battery.
I'm gonna get some more battery.
Okay, no sweat. All right, we on? Testing 1 2. All right. So the whole book of not the whole book, but this part of Revelations is Christ checking the 7 churches. You understand about what they doing right and what they doing wrong. And one of the churches had a woman in there being a priest, sitting over men doing the teachings, and Christ checking that right. This is what Christ is addressing right here. All right, read.
Revelations 2 and 20.
Go ahead.
Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest that woman, Jezebel.
Read that from the top. Salakia.
Come. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest that woman, Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess.
Yeah. She did what?
Which calleth herself a prophetess.
Everybody understand that, right? What's the key point? And what's the key point in what he just read? A warrior.
Like I say, he said, call her for herself. A prophetess.
What does that mean?
That means that she self-proclaimed, and then nobody gave her that title.
Get a brother a hand. That go for one. This is a good scripture to pull for Juanita Bynum. You know what I'm saying? And all of these, and you women, man, you women look so foolish, man. Sitting up in even in the Christian church, as off as it is, you look so foolish sitting up in the church trying to teach anybody the Bible that it's ridiculous, man. It's damn near synonymous with if a man. It's synonymous with if a man putting on makeup and a wig,
Right.
Trying to impersonate a woman.
Right.
To teach the word of the Lord and these scriptures is a masculine job.
That's right.
Always has been and always will be. The Lord is a masculine spirit, is he not? Yeah. So it's a big difference between masculinity and femininity. Everybody understand?
Come on.
All right. So this is a woman who calleth herself a prophetess. Read.
To teach.
To what?
To teach.
To what?
To teach.
Everybody see that, right? Teaching. Get my precept ready for where a woman ain't supposed to teach. You can precept that with this. Okay, hold it. You know what I'm saying? Hold that for me, Yaradan. Read it from the top again.
Revelations chapter 2, verse 20.
This for you women out there on Facebook. I hope you're listening. Make sure we share this class in every group that we got, okay? It's for you sisters on Facebook battling. Don't battle nobody about no scripture, nothing. Learn how to go in your backyard and plant a garden. Or go get you a sewing machine and shut your damn mouth. And stop going at it with brothers about the Bible when you don't know what the hell you talking about. Read.
Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest that woman Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess.
What does the word sufferest mean? Y'all suffer that woman. You're a warrior.
Y'all tolerate.
Y'all allowing this woman to come in here and teach.
Right.
Read.
To teach and to seduce my servants to commit fornication.
To do what?
To commit fornication.
Everybody understands. Not only was she teaching, she was in here seducing the men of the Lord. Go ahead.
And to
Go ahead, Rumble
What's the book? Revelation what?
Revelation 2 and 20, right?
2 and 20, Con.
Read that part again.
Con. To teach
Uh-huh.
and to seduce my servants to commit fornication.
What was this sister in here doing now? Right?
She was sleeping around the men.
Right. Not only is she in here teaching, give me the seducing part though. You right. But break it down. You got to be theoretical a little bit in here. It's Quan.
Like you said, you know what I'm saying? She was probably dressing some type of way, coming in front of the teacher.
Right. That's the point. That's the point. More. Just from reading this woman here was allowed to teach because she probably was bad as could be, and she was seducing the men. You understand? To be able to, you know, if you're a carnal man, then you're going to sit up there and let a woman teach. Right. If she bad, she got a big old behind, you're going to be looking at that behind the whole time saying, go ahead, teach me whatever you want to teach at this point in the game. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is what's going to go on. Go ahead.
It was a video on Facebook. This little preacher lady, man, she had titties all.
Oh Lord!
And she had
that is I know exactly what you're talking. Y'all ever seen that video? That sister who was teaching the Bible and she teaching it. Meanwhile, she got nothing but cleavage, the part of the nipple showing. I mean, can we get the video on that? Lord have mercy. Okay, this video is a great example of what this scripture is talking about right now. You got to finish it up,
Come on, sir. And to eat things sacrificed unto idols.
Not only was she seducing, you understand, she was, read that part again?
And to eat things sacrificed unto idols.
What does that part mean? Right.
Valentine's Day.
Right.
Christmas.
Right.
You know, like, all those things are like really holidays for women, really.
That's the point.
Also, like, you know what I'm saying, like when it goes to angels back in chapter 5 where it say, you know what I'm saying, the Lord ain't gonna smell of your solemn assembly.
That's the point.
But she basically got these men in there because of her sexuality.
Right.
She's seducing men to what? Oh, it's okay, we're gonna keep the Passover, but also Easter is it's okay.
Right.
And so they have an Easter feast, you know what I'm saying? A Sunday, what they call it, the Sunday dinner, you know what I'm saying?
And to seduce men to commit fornication, you know, fornication is unlawful sex. So she was teaching things that wasn't of the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Causing men to fornicate. Go ahead.
Like a woman can have multiple husbands too.
You're right about that one. You know what I'm saying? She was in there, Doc, just doing a bunch of abominable, having brothers celebrate Valentine's Day and Christmas. Of course, they didn't have them names at that time, but you get the point. Everybody gets the point.
Come on, right. If I could, sir, before we,
Lord have mercy. Let's go. He found. I thought he was gonna find it. Can we go to exhibit A?
Before we even get there,
Go ahead.
you see, she got this nigga totally seduced. This nigga is totally seduced right here. Like he willing. You can see by his posture, he's willing to fight for this woman.
What else can you tell by this cat's pasta, Salaki? Young man.
Salaki, sir, he might be gay.
Ain't no might be. Don't no man sit like that. That's why you brothers out there on the download, man. Let me tell you something right now. Nigga, we know you gay. I know you got the ring on and you tell I'm married. I'm married. I got a wife at home. Nigga, we don't care nothing about that. You understand? We know that you is about as gay as could be. Everybody understand? All right? Read.
So like you do a video, right? You want a video? I just want to make that observation because he definitely look real soft. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's all I want to do. But this is about to be.
Go ahead, play the video.
Stripper's pole. Today I have my husband with me. Thank God for speaking in reference to the word.
Stop. You see the problem here. You see, this is why women. She's the teacher and he's the student. You see what happened with that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like damn near a woman sitting over men is going to effeminize the men. Which is why the Lord don't want a woman sitting over teaching nobody. Make sure y'all hold that precept for me. Go ahead.
I never want
Now, stop the video. Stop. Now you see the woman. Now come on now. This is, I damn near got to clip the video because this is damn near pornography. You get my point? Like she got a full out breast out, so-called teaching the word of the Lord. Go ahead, Doc.
This what you want us to bring an account this week?
Yeah, you can. You can go into the topic. You can go into the topic of that, but it's more prominent topics. If you was in class on time, then you would have know that I just said we about to go over all the topics for camp after this. That's why it's important to make it to class on time. You understand? No sweat. All right, so go ahead, play it.
Come on.
prayed for. But it was something kind of came with the territory as you grow. And the word was patience. Yeah, we're trying to last. And sometimes still last, right? Yes. But, I think as we mature in life, as we get older in life, it becomes a requirement.
All right,
I'm about to say, Cat.
That's enough. Go ahead. You can
notwithstanding, I'm like Christ. Notwithstanding.
Right. You get one point. Now this cat here said 2 words. Like he is about as sweet as could be. Go ahead, young man.
So like yourself, if I may, he reminds me of Common Sense when he was dating Erykah Badu. He had the same cardigan sweater, got real
yeah.
She was all over, she was completely over that man and changed his. At one point, it seemed like she changed his sexuality.
Yeah, I got to say that about Erykah Badu, man. I love that sister's music, man, but it seemed like every cat she get with, one minute they be hardcore, and the next minute they just weird out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she got some made. She must got some made box because she turned them cats out. You understand?
Completely.
Don't get turned out by the box out. You understand? Everybody say the movie. Don't get whipped. Y'all know the. I ain't gonna say that for pub. Everybody understand? A run.
Did you see that Texas video she made?
Texas video?
Yeah, she was in Texas when she was walking butt naked.
Oh yeah, everybody's saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's up.
I don't think nobody could forget that. Lord have mercy. I don't even want to talk about that. Give me the precept I need, Yaradon. Go ahead.
If I could we read verse 21 and 22 real quick about the woman that's like
okay, go ahead.
Gave the judgment on, if we could, sir.
Oh, what verse? What scripture?
Revelations 20 and 21.
All right, go ahead.
Kind of concept.
And you already read 20.
You
just read 21. Go ahead.
Concept. And I gave her space to repent of her fornication, and she repented not.
And she what?
And she repented not.
What does that mean?
I would say, like, you know what I'm saying? The space that Christ giving these women to repent is like when you see General Muhammad, Commander Junior Hanna, they get live on the grill. Captain Zaya, us, every class we got, we telling these sisters, man, come about these. You know what I'm saying? That ain't where you want to be. The space that they got to repent, they ain't even taking the. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the point. You know what I'm saying? What all Christ is saying, I gave this woman an opportunity to correct herself. She didn't take it. She didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Which is what happens with all of us. The Lord gives you a time period to correct yourself on the things that you need to get corrected on. You know what I'm saying? And you better correct them. Whatever, everybody got different demons that they fighting or whatever the case may be, but you better fight and you better correct it out. You understand? Because you don't want to get checked by Christ. You don't want to get checked by the Lord because you ain't correct what you need to correct. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Everybody understand? All right, drop that. Give me the precept I need. Y'all down? You got it?
Kawakan, sir.
Tell everybody where you at.
Kawakan. 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 10. Got it like you?
Read.
Kawakan. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 10.
Uh-huh.
But which
which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence.
Let the what?
Woman learn in silence.
Uh-huh.
With all subjection.
With what?
With all subjection.
What does that mean? Let the woman learn in silence. Break that down. Does that mean that a woman, when she come, what does that mean when a woman come into the school, or when she come to class, or when she before a man of the Lord, she got to keep her mouth completely closed? What does that mean, Karyash?
Law, so she can ask questions, but she can't be trying to teach.
That's all. That's what it means. Let her learn in silence. Don't be anywhere running your. You can't learn anything constantly running your mouth trying to teach. Whenever you run across a man or a woman that do more talking than you, they trying to teach you. You get my point? Somebody that's trying to get taught won't be quiet. You understand? They're going to sit there and listen to the words of the wisdom that you may have, not be sitting there rambling off. When you run across anybody and they rambling off, they act, like a lot of people ask loaded questions. They're not really asking questions. They're trying to teach you. You understand? You got to pick up on that. All right? Read on.
Come. For Adam was first formed.
Wait a minute. You skip one.
Salak.
Ain't no sweat. Go ahead.
Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor usurp authority over the man.
I suffer a woman not to teach, meaning we don't allow women to teach.
Right.
That's simple. A lot of sisters believe in all, they claim they believe all of the scriptures, and then you pull this one on them, and what they tell you when you pull this one right here. Go ahead. You know the bar, no, he's the battle women king. We know where he's written all. Let me stop. Go ahead. Don't take your head down. That all humble shit. Go ahead.
A man wrote that.
Huh?
A man wrote that.
Which means what?
Which means that it's just words. It's just inspiration.
Right. It ain't. Go ahead, Lamar.
I had a sister tell me, she's like, well, I don't listen to Paul.
That's the point. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. Now, if I could, most women, when you pull this scripture on them, women will straight up tell you, Paul, I don't listen. Like what he just said, I don't listen to Paul, or I don't follow Paul. Paul was off. Them ain't Christ's words.
Right.
I didn't heard it all. You get my point? When everybody know that Paul was a man of the Lord, because Christ the one that sanctioned him and told him to go out there and teach.
Right.
You get my point? Go ahead.
So I know women can't teach scriptures,
Right.
but let's say a woman try to teach you how to build your credit up, or how to, build your business up. She can do that.
She can do that. You know what I'm saying? A woman can sit in the classroom and teach you how to build your credit up. There's many things that she can teach, but the word of the Lord she cannot. Now she can teach it to her children or whatever the case may be, but even a woman has to be careful even in that. You understand? All right, where we at with it? We done with that one? Yeah. Go ahead, Yaradan.
Nor usurp authority over the man.
Nor what?
Usurp authority over the man.
What does that part mean right there? Nor to absorb authority over the man. Mupatazah.
She can't have authority over a man.
That's the point. Give me more. Give me more. You right. I mean, I guess that pretty much sum it up. You know what I'm saying? A woman is not supposed to have authority over a man, you know what I'm saying, as it pertains to the work of the Lord or at home. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord is that ain't the spirit that the Lord wants a woman to be in. Everybody understand? All right, read on.
But be in silence.
But what?
But be in silence.
Everybody understand? When a woman comes, you know what I'm saying, in the class, she comes in here, be humble, be sweet. Come in here, she can ask questions, you understand, or whatever, but she can't teach. All right, go ahead.
I was watching General Muhammad the other day about women having power. Of course, in the Israelite school UPK, we don't allow a woman to have power.
Right.
And what I've learned, of course, over the time in my short time in the UPK is, like you said, when a woman talking too much, she trying to teach. And that's how she thinks she gonna get her power. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it just makes perfect sense why Paul said, I ain't finna allow that to happen, because once you get that too much talking,
right.
You know what happens? Men get seduced by how
right.
she look.
That's
She
right.
might be right. Listen to her, brother. She might get a point. To hell with all of that.
Damn right.
Shut your mouth and listen.
Damn
You know
right.
what I mean?
Goddamn right. All right. All right, where we at with it? We done with that?
Get to the topic.
All right, no sweat. All right, let's get the topic. What's the hot topics for this week? Lamar, you got them joints? I told you the whole. Go ahead, y'all, Ryan.
They're still talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, go ahead.
They're still talking about, you know, immigration laws. ICE, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
ICE
did y'all hear what ICE did? Go ahead, y'all done.
I was going to totally different subject.
Go ahead.
Talking about the subject that they going to be teaching in school with the LGBT.
Hold that. I believe your rib posted that out. Ooh, Lord have mercy. This is, boy, when the Lord say, you know what I'm saying, this is spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah. This is the Lord was he was dead on with that one. Go ahead, my partner.
If I'm not mistaken, they suspended a little girl for saying she don't want to be a part of that class. She didn't want to be, you know what I'm saying, in that class.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, I ain't heard nothing about that. Big ups to that little girl. You know what I'm saying? She must got some parents at home that's teaching her well. You understand? Go ahead, Avalon.
Slightly, sir, if I could, on my train ride here, I was looking out the window at the next stop. I seen the swollest trannies I ever seen in my life. I had to close my eyes. It was like a reflex. Like I couldn't.
He said the swollest tranny. Good night. Like, you got to be careful with that type of tranny right there, y'all, dog. Because listen, if he might want you, you know what I'm saying? And if he might want you. Why looking at me like shit? He might want some of that tail. You know what I'm saying? He come out, you all swole. Like, what you gonna do? You got to throw them guns there. We in trouble now. The trannies is swole. Lord have mercy. Go ahead.
That was it, sir. I just want to say that.
Yeah, well, good night. You know what I'm saying? That's a new. Because remember now, trannies normally try to look feminine. But now they turn into swole, and you know, a homosexual is aggressive about their sexuality. I mean, good night. Where we at with it?
I think the brother wanted to say something. I don't know.
Who was that? Who wanted to say something?
The young man, I think he had his hand.
Go ahead, Al.
If I may, Captain, with the school system right now, they're sending home these mass letters to parents, disguising this as sex education.
Okay.
And they're putting it in the form of sex education, and it has nothing to do with biology and science or nothing.
Right.
It's all about that LGBT.
Right.
Disguising it as sex education.
Right.
If I could, sir.
Hold on, let the brother finish. Oh, so you just saying what they doing? Okay, go ahead.
The brother, been, you know what I'm saying, trying to press to get into the classes for years now, probably like 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I've been counseling the brother and everything like that.
I'm talking about the brother right here.
Come on, the young man, Johnny. He's in the he's a school teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Like straight up. So what he's saying, he knows.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? He knows.
That's
you know what I mean?
Go ahead, Johnny.
And also one more other thing, which I'm gonna need some counsel on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm under the so-called leadership of two homosexuals.
Okay.
And so I hate it.
I can understand. I can understand.
And I'm almost at the point where I'm always in some shit, so to speak. And I hate it. And that's one of the reasons why I'm coming here to learn how to deal with that and how to battle that. And it's always that this is the only brother that's standing up for some of these kids.
Yeah.
I took the letter and actually balled it up and I said, you will not teach my daughter and my son nothing.
Get it, brother. Listen, if I could, you know what I'm saying, that's exactly where you got to go with it. If you are a teacher in the school system and they trying to tell you to go out there and teach that curriculum, what is it that you need? What do you think need to be done? Who can answer? Saquon.
It's like I said, this is where you gotta really, like, you know what I'm saying, fight that darkness, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be righteous, you know what I'm saying? You gotta sometimes, make moves, you know what I'm saying? So you won't be, because it's like you're part of the problem.
Keep it simple. Somebody telling a brother or sister to teach that curriculum, what do you tell them? Saquon.
No.
That's the point. Don't get in. Don't, you know what I'm saying? When you giving people a breakdown, sometimes you got to get straight to the point out.
Right.
If they come to you and tell you, you know what I'm saying, teach that, you got to tell them, no, I can't teach that. That goes against my morals. Right. You understand? That goes against, you know, you ain't even got to tell them what God, because they, you know, everybody believe God is with everything. But you got to tell them, no, that right there, I can't teach. I ain't with that. You understand? Go ahead, young man.
Sir, I used to work in the child care. I used to work child care, foster care, after school programs and all that.
Right.
So I keep an eye on it just like my brother right here does.
Right.
So with this new LGBT push in schools, because now they're talking about kids from second grade on up are going to get this quote unquote sex education.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're setting our kids up for in the future when they legalize pedophilia.
Do me if somebody, this is a great topic, kid. This is definitely a great topic to bring out of camp. First scripture you need to pull is, what I would go to is train up the children in the way that should go. You know what I'm saying? Then once you pull that, you know what I'm saying, let's get the homosexuality scriptures to come right behind that. Y'all done?
Come on. Yeah, I just wanted to, first off, you know what I'm saying, just talk about the fact that, you know, it was so adamant for the Bible to be removed from the school.
Right.
So now that the Bible is totally eradicated from going into the schools, now they want to bring homosexuality to the forefront.
Damn right. And you know what's so heavy? Get a brother a hand for that. What's so heavy about it all? Testing 1, 2. What's so heavy about it all is that not only have they took the Bible out from the schools, but even if they got the Bible in the school, they will sit there and teach that homosexuality is an acceptable lifestyle by God, even though it's written in the records that it ain't.
Right.
You understand that? And I'm coming to you, boy. And that's what Christianity is. Christianity is a religion that proclaims to follow the Bible, but when you open up the Bible and read it, you find out that Christians don't do nothing what's in the Bible.
That's right.
You understand? So you got to think, for 400 years, Christians been proclaiming to be the people of this book, and are not the people of this book.
Right. That's right.
We all been tricked. You know what I'm saying? And led astray and run amok and everything. You understand? Homosexuality is against God. You understand? It will never be accepted by the Lord. That ain't how the Lord wanted it to be, none of that. And so it's our job as priests to go out there and teach it. That's right. Why every little thing we doing here to get the truth out is important. You carry a crate in here, it's important. You make a phone call to get some equipment, it's important. You pay tithes, it's important. You hold God, it's important. You cook food for brothers, it's important. You come up with ideas for the truth, that's important.
Damn right.
You understand? The Lord has employed us, men and women, to bring the truth forth. And it's our job to go out there and do it, small number as we may be. You know what I'm saying? It's meant for us to go out there and do this job.
That's right.
So we got to stand against that. You a teacher, they come to you telling you teach that curriculum, you gonna have to lose your job then. You get my point. But here's the thing: more than likely, the Lord gonna be with you, and they're gonna tell you, well, okay, we get somebody else to teach. You just don't teach it. Not only that, don't let your kids get taught that garbage.
Damn right.
You understand? So what does that mean? Now that we see that this is being pushed in the schools, you parents, y'all got to read them damn calendars, man. Y'all got to be in contact with them teachers and see what the hell is going on. Just like you know what I'm saying, they serving pork to your kids and you telling your kids don't eat pork on this lunch date, you got to see what they teaching them in curriculums. My kids, when these days come around, I pull my kids out. Or I'll tell the teachers to not let the kids participate in those particular things. Go ahead.
Now, the article I think that Yaradana is about to talk about is how a teacher tried to slip it in to the kids.
Okay.
And gradually do it, which is why I told my daughter today, I said, if any teacher ever tell you that you have to accept a man being with a man or a woman being with a woman, you run out of that classroom and you scream at the top of your lungs, I want my daddy.
Damn right.
Straight up.
Damn right. I know Diego will come up there with that walk, you know what I'm saying? Coming to check somebody. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Because like this thing right here is nothing new. Because I'm from DC.
Right.
So like in high school, they had like this straight gay straight alliances in school.
Right.
and like I was like, damn, they pushing this shit in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like someone told me this gonna be coming to the kids. You know what I'm saying? Seeing this like ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they already teaching the kids now through the airwaves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Through radio, through rap songs. You know what I mean? Through you know, it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Homosexuality is, you turn on your TV, you bound to see two women kissing.
Right.
You bound to see two men kissing. You know what I'm saying? And this is what our children gotta look at. So in order for our children to be able to navigate through that, you gotta be a parent to be able to teach your kids that this is wrong. Otherwise, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna have two little kids experimenting off of some shit, you know what I'm saying, that they seen on TV.
Right.
You understand? Yeah, you do not want that. You get my point. So let's get the scriptures for it, all right? Let's get into the scriptures. Go ahead.
Proverbs 22:6.
Read.
Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Read that part again.
Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go.
Do what?
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Everybody understand that? Break that down. Who will break it down? My partner's on.
Teach your kids, you know, to live the way you live under the law, statutes, and commandments.
Get a brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like people in the world where they want to let they kids, you know, they gonna make mistakes and they gonna do this, that, and other, and the fourth. All of that is garbage out. Okay, the white man, he trained his kids, and trust me, the white man trained his kids in the way that they should go.
Right.
That's why you think he's been able to rule over you for over 400 years? Because those white men that first brought you into slavery, they died. Who you think they taught the game to? That's like a pimp. When a pimp is pimping, you know what I'm saying, he may have sons or cats that come up under him, and he teach them how to pimp. And so pimping carries on. White supremacy has carried on for 400 years. Why? Because you got the forefathers of white supremacy teach it to their children. You understand? Like them comments, like for you black people that talk about y'all got white friends, those white friends have conversations with their parents and with other white people that they would never have in front of you. You understand? They just don't. And because of that, they've been able to keep white supremacy intact. So what do we got to do? Train up our children in the way that they should go. We supposed to teach our children, listen, first and foremost, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
You got to teach them that. I mean, teach that to your child when they come out the womb. They gonna be looking at you crazy, like, you know, I don't know what the hell you talking about. But over time, they'll understand that the white man is the devil. Like the general brought out the other day. It ain't no different from hyenas teaching other hyenas to stay away from lions. And lions teaching baby lions to stay away from hyenas.
Right.
That's what's natural. And that's how the Lord wanted it to be.
That's right.
The Lord don't want everybody integrated and have it. That ain't what the Lord intended. You understand? So train up that child in the way it should go. And one of the ways that you train up your child is to teach your child that you got a little girl, you teach your girl, listen, one day you gonna grow up and you gonna be with a man.
That's right.
You understand? You see how me and mommy interact? And listen, part of that training process for a little girl is her seeing how how her mother interacts with the father.
That's right.
You understand? That's training right there. She's seeing you come in and slap your wife on the behind. Pow! You get my point. She looking away. You know what I'm saying? Right. She looking away. One day she might open the door and see you tearing up the tent. Stop. Let me stop. Yeah,
He's just playing, y'all.
I'm serious. keep your door locked when you tell that tale. I know a lot of y'all can't wait to get to that meeting. The door ain't locked, nothing. It's cracking. You just going at it. But that's another whole story for another day. Yeah. If you smiling, if you laughing too hard, I'm talking about you. My partner's not laughing just a little bit too hard. Yeah, if I could. You get my point. So you know that nigga keeps the door cracked. All right, but you train up your child, and that training is your children seeing how a mother and father interact. That's why it's so important for fathers to be in the home. You see what I'm saying? Children just don't learn from you talking to them. They learn from what they see. They visual. That's why I don't even understand how you got two lesbian women in the house, you understand, and they raising a family of kids. What the hell you think gonna come out of that? You get my point. I done seen that. So you got a woman playing to be a man, and then another woman, what the hell you think that gonna happen to the kids? You understand? Sexuality is important now. You understand? Women supposed to know that they gotta grow up and they supposed to be with a man. A man supposed to grow up and be with a woman. That's the natural way of life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a perfect example. In my family, of course, not my immediate family, but the family I married into, there's my sister-in-law. She used to be with another female.
Okay.
And in the midst of their relationship, they decided to have a child. So she went and got the child through the Planned Parenthood and all that.
Right.
And they ended up breaking up. But now this little girl is getting raised up saying, I'm going to dad's house. But she's really just going to the other female.
Dang. Lord have mercy. That's listen, huh?
That's insanity.
Yeah, that is insanity. Well, you got a lot of people out here that's lunatics. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what a lunatic is? Anybody knows? Zaquan.
Someone that's out of their mind.
Yeah, somebody that's out of their mind. They got a mental disease. And anytime, you know what I'm saying, a woman is walking around impersonating a man, acting like a man, she has a mental disease. And she has a better known a demon. She got a masculinity demon on her. You understand? So this is for sure homosexuality. You can bring that out at camp damn near every week. You know, that's one of them topics. But it just so happened that they trying to push this curriculum in the schools. Let's finish the scripture.
So, like, you want to go over it again?
Trey, are you ready already? 22 and 6.
I got it.
Y'all down? You got the story? Go ahead, read. Let's read the story. Give him the mic.
Please, Akim, whenever a brother is speaking, please give him the mic. All right?
Oh, you charge the mic? Oh, you should switch the battery?
Everything's to wild.
Okay, most times.
Like you said, I know we got to train ourselves to do this. It's just all a part of your training. But brother, if you got the mic in your hand and you hear somebody else talking, just slide it on to them.
It's only important because the people who watching, they want to hear the interaction between the teacher and the students. It's just important. That's all. We'll get used to it. Ain't no sweat. Go ahead.
This is a WGN Post, and it's the LGBTQ history curriculum will now be taught in Illinois schools.
Lord have mercy. So y'all know this is home. You know what I mean? So we got to speak on this. Go ahead.
Chicago, Illinois Governor J.V. Pritzker signed into a law on Friday a bill that ensures contributions of LGBTQ people are taught in public schools.
Lord have mercy, man. Listen, and now you know the law gonna come into play because the damn mayor is LGBT. So you know what I'm saying, you know homosexuality, you know, they gonna put flags like they doing, they gonna put them rainbow flags everywhere. You know what I mean? So we got a big demon to fight here in this city alone now. I mean, now they talking about putting it in the curriculum. I mean, good night. We'll keep reading now.
House Bill 246 was introduced by Rep. Ann Moeller to amend the school code to add more inclusive history curriculum. And public schools, only the teachers of history shall include studies of roles and contributions of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people in history of this country and this state.
Lord, that's deep there. I mean, not only is they gonna be teaching homosexuality, they making it a history, you know what I'm saying, curriculum. So where they gonna be teaching basically teaching the kids that all the great people in history who was gay, you know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna bring out. You know what I'm saying? Now they fully uncovering themselves with this homosexuality. So all the people from history who then quote unquote did something great, they gonna now say, point to this cat and say this he was gay. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Mariah.
It's like, so if I could, I don't know if I should say this or not, but you know the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Damn right.
There's a lot more shoe from these damn white people.
Damn right. Damn right.
If the devil, they still hate homosexuality. Some of them do, but they go through a whole lot of more shoe.
Damn right. You right about that, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Baltazar.
If I could, and this also just goes with the scripture, the man of perdition must be revealed.
Damn right.
With this, he being revealed.
Damn right. Goddamn right. Get the brother a hand. Goddamn right. Listen, only the man of perdition, you know what I'm saying, would allow some homosexuality to be taught in his schools. You get my point? Only the white man, you know what I'm saying, would even allow something like that. You know what I mean? So this is beyond ridiculous. But I got to move on. Let's get the scriptures on homosexuality real quick. All right. Where we at? Go ahead.
We are Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman.
If a man lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman. Who understand that? Who do not understand it? You understand? Go ahead.
If a man has sex with a man.
If you have
sex with a woman.
If you have sex, you know what I'm saying, with a man, you know what I'm saying, like you would with a woman, read.
Both of them have committed an abomination.
They have done what?
Committed an abomination.
You have done something that the Lord hates. You understand? You have to teach your children that homosexuality is not acceptable.
Right.
You get my point? I got a son, 13 years old. And I told him, listen, if you ever decide to be gay, you would never be able to come to this house here in your life. I will throw you away. I'm telling you, I will disown you. You understand? Then after I told him that, I got into a breakdown about how great.
I got the box here.
Yeah, I got into a breakdown about how great the box is. You get my point?
Clap it up, Augie, for the box. Give it up for the box.
I got into a breakdown about how good the box is. Everybody understand? So he understood. He got to smile once I got to talk about that box. So I think I'm good to go. All right, keep reading some more.
They shall surely be put to death.
They shall what?
Be put to death.
Everybody understand? You know what that put to death means, right?
Oh God.
Go ahead.
HIV.
Yeah, that's definitely the Lord's way of putting you to death now. But back during that time, how did you get put to death? Y'all done?
The priest would come and he would kill both of those.
Yeah, them stones. Going back to them being stoned to death. You get my point? I want to hit one of y'all with a stone just so you can just fit. So you can understand.
Stony Island.
Right. So you can feel, you know what I'm saying, what it is to get hit with a damn stone.
Good night.
Go ahead, Saquon.
Man, Salakia, sir. For some reason, I was just watching videos about stoning, and I was watching one of those videos, and this was in Africa somewhere. I guess some dude, you know what I'm saying, raped a girl or something.
Right.
So like the whole village on top of was taking big size stones on top of the size of, someone's head. You know what I'm saying? Just dropping them on his face and everything. I'm sitting there like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, man, ain't nobody. Hey, it's gonna be perfect with the kingdom. All you gotta do is see one of those is over with. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Goddamn right.
They had reinforced concrete, meaning the concrete blocks that got like the steel inside of it. They was hitting them with that. I know exactly what video you talk about. They were picking it up by the steel inside of it, dropping it.
Good goddamn night.
He ain't die quick either.
Where we at? What's up?
If I could,
go ahead.
I wanted to just bring out, if I could, how how back in the time of the Maccabees, and I love to go to the Maccabees because there's so much that Isupk. You see what I'm saying? How we go against everything in America that they try to bring on us. And when they said the law, when he read that part about the law, I looked at you like, that's what ran in my mind. Like, they making this a law now. You understand? Like, they making this a law now to where it's damn near like in the Maccabees when they was giving the law to the heathens and the heathens would do it, then they brought it to Jerusalem, and some people in Jerusalem would do it, but we would not. Right. In my mind, I thought, here come the days. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the days now where the white man is gonna make this law. Right. And who gonna dare stand up against it? You see what I'm saying? Like, and that brought me to Commander General Yohana. And of course, all the things that you teach us in Chicago. Right. Stand up against this. You know what I'm saying? Right. Give me the other scriptures in the New Testament. All right, against homosexuality. Our warrior.
You're not talking about Romans 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. This is a good cut, because you know, of course, gay Christians gonna tell you, oh, that was in the Old Testament. They don't know nothing. They don't know no scriptures in the New Testament until you show them. Then once you show them this, they get to flipping it off in the mouth and then tell you, oh, that was written by a man. That's they famous quote. Right. All right, read what you got.
Romans chapter 1, verse 26.
Start at verse 25.
Romans chapter 1, verse 25.
Go ahead. You got it now? Y'all done?
Chili started 24 hours. Got us meet up in there too.
Yeah, go ahead, read that.
Started at 24.
Yeah, go ahead.
Romans chapter 1, verse 24.
You got it out? Let somebody else grab it. Salaki.
Romans chapter 1, verse 24.
Go ahead. Salaki. You have a little trouble
Wherefore,
like
the
that.
power also gave them up to unclean thoughts.
24.
24. That's what I mean. Wherefore, God also gave them up to uncleanliness, through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
What does that mean? God gave them up, you understand, to uncleanness through the lust of their own heart. But Father Zah.
Meaning he let them, he put them over, gave them over to do what they wanted to do.
That's the point. You know what I'm saying? A good father, you know what I'm saying? A good father gonna tell you, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Then when you keep pressing him, the father gonna say, well, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? If that's what I didn't told you not to do it, but if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. Right. Now, when your father say go ahead and do it, what does that really mean? Mapatazar?
He pretty much wiping his hands for it.
No. Y'all were done.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. That go ahead and do it is really don't do it. You get my point? That's really what it means. And when you go ahead and when the Lord tell you that, go ahead and do it, you now gonna be, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get the repercussions that come with disobeying the Most High. Right. You understand? Go ahead, Kawan.
And also that's also the Father also is showing you that's also the Father also showing you of how can I put it? That's also the Father showing you of how can I put this? Based upon what the brother just reading in scripture, as far as for them by giving unto their own lust, the Most High allowing them to be able to do that, is you can better correct me if I'm wrong, is for them to be able to see their own correction and by getting AIDS and by getting HIV.
Oh yeah, the Lord gonna definitely let you see the error in your ways. You know what I'm saying? That's why he said he gonna get you up to the uncleanness. You're gonna see, you know what I'm saying, why he said not to do what he you know what I'm saying, why he said not to do what he said. You get my point. So yeah, you right on point with that one. Now keep reading.
Who changed the truth of the power into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator.
Now, this is in the book of Romans. You understand this? To go to show you, this is the Apostle Paul writing to the brothers and sisters in Rome.
Right.
You understand? To go to show you that Paul and the rest of the apostles was dealing with the same we dealing with right now.
That's right.
That's why, you know what I'm saying, the scriptures tell you that it's nothing new under the sun.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Like saying, like Paul was getting reports from different schools.
That's the point.
And while he was in prison, he was giving orders out, writing these letters. You know what I'm saying? To show that all the schools were all on the court.
Yeah, in prison. It don't just think in prison, out of prison. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Whenever sometimes you can't be in certain places, so you got to send a telegram to this school. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of the letters you see, he'll write the letter and say, "Hold on to this until I get there." You get my point. Till I get there physically. Sometimes you can't make it to somewhere physically, but you can still leave them instructions. The Lord ain't here with us physically. You know what I'm saying? But He left His instructions for us to live.
That's right.
You get my point. These instructions that Paul wrote. Paul was a hell of a cat, man. You know what I'm saying? He damn near got the majority, you know what I'm saying, besides Christ. You know what I'm saying? He the next brother, you know what I'm saying, in the New Testament, all the books is him. You know what I'm saying? Apostle Paul. And he said out his own mouth, you know what I'm saying, I am least of the apostles.
Right.
You understand? Meaning those men that was those 12 men that was ranked above him, he paid homage to them.
That's right.
He said he was the least of the apostles. You know what I'm saying? But he put in a lot of work. To quote, paraphrase the brother. You know what I'm saying? Nobody put in work like the Apostle Paul, but he still recognized the men that was ranked over him, and that's heavy out there. You know what I'm saying? That's a lesson for all you. Hold your point out. That's a lesson for all you men to take. Don't think because you come in here and do great work that you now bigger and better than them old heads who sitting up, you know what I'm saying, in Philly and DC and all that. I for sure don't think that shit out. You understand? I pay homage to the cat that's over me.
That's right.
I walk in a restaurant, they gonna get a seat before I get a seat.
That's right.
You understand? So that's just heavy to remember. All right, let's go keep reading now.
Romans 1:26.
Go ahead.
For this cause.
Read verse 25 again.
Who changed the truth of the power into a lie.
That's the first part that you got to remember. It's somebody out here that's changing the truth into a lie. You understand? That picture of Caesar Bozin speaking about famous gay people, you know what I'm saying, for sure, you know what I'm saying, they need to bring out how the fact that the cat who painted Christ to be white was a homosexual. And the cat that he painted, I wonder if they're going to bring that out in class. I should tell your kid to be there for that one. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to speak about the truth, speak about how these two cats was gay lovers, man. And how this cat right here impersonated himself to be the savior of the world. Right? You understand? Impersonated himself to be the son of God. Meanwhile, he was a nasty faggot.
That's right.
You understand? Like, that's the white man for you there.
That's right.
You understand? Listen, the white man is an abominable beast, man. I just don't know what to tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord had to give him a weapon where he ain't even have to use no muscle or no form of masculinity, because you know, other than that, the white man is a coward and he can't fight.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Most white dudes just can't fight out. Yeah, that's why you don't see none of them in the box. How many of you see them as the top boxers in the world? You know what I'm saying? Not many.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They even the old the MAA where they're in the cage or whatever. Most blacks and Hispanics not even in that. You know what I'm saying? And the ones who is in it, they taking over the sport. You get my point? Because he just don't have it. So the Lord had to get a white man the damn gun where you basically ain't even got to move. You ain't got to have what fight skills do you got to do to be able to shoot an AK-47? None. That's why the Lord said what? He would be blessed with the sword. You know what I'm saying? All right, where we at with it? Finish what you got.
Romans chapter 1, verse 25.
Go ahead.
Who changed the truth of the power to a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
The what?
Who worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
And what does that mean right there? Mm-hmm.
So is it like serving man, serving the flesh?
That's the point. So you, instead of, you know what I'm saying, worshiping the Lord, that's the only, you know what I'm saying, person that we supposed to worship is the Most High. We ain't supposed to worship man. Yeah, you get my point? The minute you go worshiping a man, that's where you going off. So that's all it's saying. You worshiping the creature instead of the creator. The Lord is the one that created every man that you see. No matter what man you see in his power and glory, you got to remember it's a power that gave him that ability. You get my point? The Lord, the one that gave every man that you see the ability that they had. And no man in here is greater than the Most. The Most High can give you a massive heart attack right now. And you just drop dead, and we got to rush you to the hospital, and we gonna cry, and take you to your funeral, eat Popeyes afterward, and all of that. You get my point. So the whole point of the matter is be humble. You understand? Always pay homage, you know what I'm saying, to the Most High and Christ, of course. You get my point? All right, where we at with it?
Verse 26, sir. For this cause, power gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use unto that which is against nature.
Even the women did what?
Even the women did change the natural use unto that which is against nature.
What does that mean? It was a Quan.
Slightly, sir. The women's supposed to take the ride, get pregnant, bring forth children.
He went straight to it. Then he take the good night. Get a brother in. You know what I'm saying? This is the UPK. We don't play no games. You know what I'm saying? About that day. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead,
And slightly, sir. But now, you know what I'm saying? It's like girl and girl. You know what I'm saying? Lesbianism. You know what I'm saying? That's out of the natural order of things.
And you know what I'm saying? What you got to remember in this day and age, lesbianism is so powerful. This whole LGBT is so powerful. The influence ain't just, you know what I'm saying, where they trying to teach it through music and school. It's through, you know what I'm saying, through friendships. You know what I'm saying? It's a better word, of course. You know what I'm saying? But, what's the word I'm looking for? Peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? Peer pressure to the point now where your kids go to school, the girls that they hang out with every day is going to be telling them, like, man, if you ain't doing this, you ain't on nothing. You ain't know that. Everybody doing it. Everybody licking, the box. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on this. Like, they're gonna make your children try to feel, you know what I'm saying, like the outcasts. You get my point? And that could be pressure for a child a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important. You got to watch over your kids because you're gonna be teaching your kids to keep the laws. Meanwhile, they go to school with every girl in the school think that lesbianism is the way to life. That's one hell of a pressure to live up under, which is why it's so important that eventually, you know what I'm saying, we have our children going to our own schools.
Right.
You get my point, to where we have, the little small kids, you know what I'm saying, coming to the Israelite school of UPK, preschool, Israelite school of UPK, pre-K, first grade, second grade. I don't want my kids to go to school and have to get none of the white man's influence.
Right.
You get my point? Go ahead, Ryan.
When it comes to homosexuality, they always put the black man and black woman first. Push homosexuality because why? The black man itself is supposed to be the most top masculine species on the planet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if a black man can push homosexuality, that means everybody can be gay. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, but even better than that, it's because we the salt of the earth.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, all races got homosexuals, but nobody is more flamboyant than black homosexuals. That's just, you know what I'm saying? RuPaul, all the, whenever you, even on the wicked side, when you do something, you just do it better than everybody else. So they, like, get the brother hand, because what he bringing out is super heavy. They'll use you to, you know what I'm saying, push homosexuality, which is why they made the mayor of Chicago a black gay woman. You know what I'm saying? Because what did they tell you? Being gay is the new black. You see what I'm saying? They know that people, can't nobody say nothing now because she's gay, but she's black. How can you come up against her? You know what I'm saying? So it's just wicked on so many levels. All right, keep reading where we at.
Verse 27. And likewise also the men, leaving their natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another.
Do it what?
Burned in their lust one toward another.
Everybody understand. That's a wicked lust there. You know what I'm saying? When you burning, instead of, having a lust for the box, you know what I'm saying, you having a lust for a man's behind. You know what I'm saying? Or to blow on a man's rod. You get my point, which is disgusting. You understand? Read on.
men with men.
What?
Men with men.
Go ahead.
Working that which is unseemly.
Working that which is what?
Unseemly.
What is unseemly? Mufadazan.
Not normal.
You right. Not right. That's what I said. This is what they doing. It ain't right. Read.
And receiving in themselves the recompense of their error, which is meat.
What does that mean? A rump.
Okay. Receiving of themselves that recompense. I guess they gonna receive their reward for the sins that they commit. Like the homosexuality, it's a death sentence.
Get a brother a hand. That's exactly what it means. Ball mouth.
And the best part about that is he said, which is good. Let them niggas die. It's good.
Yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You go out there and, live a homosexual lifestyle, it's a punishment that comes behind it, right? I know we over the time, but I want to try to get one more joint. What was that I wanted to bring out? Did y'all see the the roundup they did in Mississippi? You got that story? Let's get that right there. Where they how many Mexicans did they arrest in
680.
Lord, good. The white man is. Let me tell you something.
That's right.
Man, not only is he the devil, he don't got no compassion whatsoever. Now, even what the general was just bringing out in the radio show last night. Now, mind you, you know what I'm saying, you just had 23 Mexicans get killed in a Walmart. And then 2 days later, they do raids on the so-called Mexicans. You understand? The white man to go to show you he don't give a damn about your death on this place. That's why the Lord said your dead body shall lie in the streets.
Right.
You get my point? This man has a perpetual hatred for you. You understand? Now you would think it probably if you cared for these people, you would have think, or not even say you don't care, but if you had just the slightest bit of respect
And
empathy. No, you're right. If you had a slightest bit of empathy, you would have said, well, okay, they just had this shooting. Maybe it's not in the best interest for 2 days later to do these raids. But not the so-called white man now. You know what I'm saying? Like these so-called Mexican people get murdered, and then he go arrest 680 of them. You get my point? To show you that he don't give a damn about you out. You understand? It's not a compassionate bone in the white man's body. So you definitely, you know what I'm saying, want to bring that out right there. You know what I'm saying? How 2 days later he went and did raids, and listen, what he doing to the tribe of Isupk is despicable, man. Go ahead.
Also, too, it was on the first day of school too for these kids. First day of school.
Yeah.
So like kids can't come home to their parents.
Oh Lord,
man, it was a video.
That right there. That's heavy. Get a brother hand for bringing it out. That's enough to make me want to vomit out. Everybody know how kids feel on the first day of school. You know that. You know what I'm saying? First day of school come around, you can't even sleep. You so excited to go to school. But you're also excited to be able to go to school and come back to your goddamn family, man. You understand? And you gonna sit there and take parents away from children on the first day of school? And I mean, nobody should be questioning, you know what I'm saying, if the white man is the devil at this point, man.
Right.
If you are, then like what we said earlier, you are a lunatic, man.
Right.
And if you don't want to know what a lunatic is, look it up. All right, Lamar, what you got for me?
Come, sir. I got you the article.
Let's read it. Let's get into it.
Come. Mississippi immigration raids leads to arrests of hundreds of workers.
Now, you heard that right. These ain't criminals. They ain't did raid. Normally when they do a raid or a roundup, they rounding up and selling people who selling crack or whatever. What can you say about that? You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. But these cats here was working in factories. These is workers. Read.
Federal immigration officials raided several food processing plants in Mississippi on Wednesday.
Y'all understand what's going on? Go ahead, Squan.
It's like to say, ICE went up to where Isupk is known to be working at. You know what I'm saying? Like these food facilities where they picking up like farms and whatnot, where they picking up ripe fruits and whatnot and put them in a basket and
That's
they
the
bring it
point.
back, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, here's what you got to know. Remember where this is at now. Mississippi. Mississippi. I remember we used to do it in school. You get my point? But y'all already know what Mississippi is world famous for. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no state in America where Negroes migrated from slavery more than the state of Mississippi. That's how many black Negroes that they had in slavery. But here's the point: what's going on with the tribe of Isupk? Isupk is the tribe that replaced you when you migrated out of the South.
Right.
That's why you hear him say they in these foods factories. They the ones working them fields now out there in Mississippi. They the new slave. You get my point as far as in the field. And the white man is doing to them, they're doing the exact same thing to them what he did with you when you was working in the field.
Right.
But the Mexicans, they ain't the tribe though.
Right.
Well, this curse fit them to a T though.
Right.
And the Lord, you say you shall be cursed in your field, and your children shall be taken from you.
Right.
You get my point? Read on.
And arrested approximately 680 people believed to be working in the U.S. without authorization.
That's a lot of people.
God.
That is a lot. That's a lot of people to round up. Keep going.
The coordination raids were conducted by the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement's Homeland Security investigations at 7 agricultural processing plants.
Hold on, Lamont. Go ahead.
You know, I just wanted to say that, you know what I'm saying, they just locked all these immigrants up with no papers, but they ain't locked none of these white people up who hired them so they could give them cheaper labels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With no, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
a great point. Listen, and that point right there, that's a point you bring out at camp. You get my point? Go ahead, Lamont.
In quote, at 7 agricultural processing plants across Mississippi. According to an ICE statement, in addition to the arrests, agents seized companies' business records. More than 600 ICE agents were involved in the raids, surrounding the perimeters of the target plants to prevent workers, mainly Latino immigrants, from escaping. The actions were centered on plants near Jackson owned by 5 companies, according to the Associated Press. One of the plants is owned by Clark Foods, Inc., which bills itself as one of the largest poultry processors in the U.S.
And y'all know damn well that they ain't paying. They probably paying them like $7 an hour. You know what I'm saying? If that, you right. You know what I'm saying? Right. They is giving them probably crumbs. Meanwhile, Isupk in there busting they behind. You know what I'm saying, to make sure that the job get done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Award.
Sir, that's what they actually paying them because my son, when he was going to Alcorn State University,
Uh-huh.
which is in Mississippi,
Uh-huh.
that's one of the things he complained about. Their minimum wage is actually $7, and they pay them $7.
Now listen. Now come on now. Now y'all listen. $15 an hour is nothing. You know, to give a man, you know what I'm saying, in 2019, $7 an hour is criminal. I don't care if they do tell you, you know what I'm saying, that it's minimum wage. It's criminal. That's why you got people in other cities fighting for the minimum wage to be $15 an hour. Because paying somebody $7 or even $10 an hour, you can't survive in a society where, you know, the bread used to be a quarter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bread used to be a dime. Now bread is $2.50. I'm just using bread as an example of how the price of everything is constantly going through the roof. Rent. Could you imagine trying to pay rent on $7 an hour? And the average rent is $1,000 now, $1,200, and you talking about paying somebody $7 an hour? The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's crazy. I had brought that out in class yesterday also about how it don't matter where you go in the U.S.
Yeah.
Your minimum wage not going to allow you to pay your rent and all your bills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
That's all.
Listen, you know how Isupk works. You know what I'm saying? Isupk, you know what I'm saying, that's one hell of a tribe. I got to give it up, man, to the tribe of Isupk. Isupk, they may make them small ways, but listen, it's gonna be about 16 of them in a one one bedroom apartment. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you know, I stayed in a building full of Israelites, and I used to sit. This is way before I was in the truth. I say, damn, they got 3 and 4 families in one apartment. You know what I'm saying? But you will see them working together. You know what I'm saying? Then what you will see, one of them families will move out and move into their own apartment. 3 families in there. Then guess what? They move out, 2 families in another one. Now, this how they was working. They did that with vehicles and everything. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, Isupk could definitely work around it. One.
There's a reason. There's a reason. The Bible says that there are strong as between 2 burdens.
Damn right.
Because of how much affliction that they can be put under.
Damn right.
Still made them function mentally.
That damn right. That's a heavy point. You know what I'm saying? Look, let's finish the scripture though, all right? We've been here all night. Go ahead.
Come on, bro.
We still got counsel after work. Give me a time check.
9:16.
All right, no sweat. Let's go. Where we at?
On the article?
Yeah, go ahead.
One of the largest poultry processors in the U.S. with more than 13,000 employees. Forbes ranks as the 135th largest privately held company in the country, with an estimated of $3.2 billion in annual revenue, according to Fortune. Another plant rated Wednesday is in Canton, Mississippi, and is owned by Peco Foods Incorporated, based in Toluca.
You can drop it out. Yeah, I mean, you know, everybody understand scriptures you want to pull. You know what I'm saying? For this one is for sure cursed in the city, in the field. You know what I'm saying? Our sons and our daughters shall be given to another people. You know what I'm saying? You definitely want to pull all your white man. You know, he is the devil scriptures. You know what I'm saying? You want to put all that for that particular topic right there. Go ahead, Kayas.
That's right. So he calls us tie in. We look down to a nation that cannot save us, right?
That's for sure.
Like John Muhammad once said, you know, them worked in their fields, picked their cow, we did everything.
Right.
They still ain't care for us.
That's damn right. You for sure pull that young man.
I'm on time, so I just wanted to add one thing that I think about with this that black people are going to go to. They're going to blame Trump, but what our people need to realize is that these ICE raids started under Obama. And they actually started out with the Levites and the Benjamites of the New Yorkers. There was footage of them snatching brothers off the trains and running up in their restaurants and houses. So our people are going to try to blame Trump for this ICE raid, but it actually started under their wannabe savior Obama.
Get it, brother. Hand. And what the brother is saying is absolutely correct, because when I first started reading about the ICE raids, Trump wasn't in office. They was doing ICE raids in Nebraska, and they started really off in Nebraska and Iowa. You know what I'm saying? Going in to arrest illegal, so-called illegal immigrants then when Obama was in office. So what he's saying is absolutely correct. A lot of this stuff that you see Trump doing, he just picking up where Obama left off. To go to show you that stinking African don't give a damn about the Lord's people. You know what I'm saying? But once again, everybody gonna have to answer and pay for what they done to the children of Israel. You understand? That's why the Lord say, for the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. We supposed to be the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We supposed to be the one people that no nation on this earth touches out. You get my point? Because we are the Lord's favorite. You know what I'm saying? And so now when you touch that, when you touch us or you put us in slavery, you may rule for a time. You know what I'm saying? You may benefit for a time, but you should know based upon history, that the Lord will come see about you. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait for the day that the Lord come see about this so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? A warrior.
Like I said, I'm finna say, both kept talking. Started under Obama. The homosexuality started with Obama.
Damn right.
And the ICE raid started with Obama. Everything started with Obama.
Damn right. Damn right. That's a heavy point. Zaquan, I'm gonna let you. Last one, we're gonna close it out.
I mean, so I was just saying, what you was just saying, I was just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like the scripture says, like the Lord's gonna come like a thief in the night. So, you know what I'm saying? These white people gonna be enjoying themselves, having all these little parties and whatnot, and then at the end of the day, they're gonna hear the sky crack open, it's over with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a wonderful scripture you just quoted. The The Lord gonna come like a thief in the night. Is the Lord wrong for coming like a thief in the night? Like they try to say Jacob's mother was wrong for telling her son to put that hair on that arm, you know what I'm saying? So he can get that blessing. And yet my point, the Lord is coming. Man, who in the hell, you know what I'm saying? The Lord don't want you to know when he come. He gonna catch you like any man, catch you when you least expect it. You get him up right when you're sleeping. You know what I'm saying? The white man gonna be, thinking that everything is all good. You get my point? And listen, I can't wait for that day out there. That is a day that I hope if I don't be living when them Christ and them chariots come, I'm gonna be jealous. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be bad. I'll be like, even if they couldn't pull me out my grave, I'll be like, damn, I couldn't be preserved to see that. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a glorious day, Lamont.
Okay, you know there's gonna be hundreds of Israelites trying to film it. So it's
sure.
gonna be in the archives for you to watch it.
Right. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, Spike Lee.
Right.
If he see it, you gonna see it.
Listen, instead of trying to get saved, Israel will be pulling out their camera phones and shit.
Right.
Like they go to chariots right there.
Selfies and shit.
Right. Then you better hope you be getting on these joints. You get my point. So with that though, I'm gonna pass the class over to preaching officer Ryan.